Hey, welcome back to the lecture. Now let's modify this function to return a value to the caller. So in this case, main is the caller. This is the callee. So I'm going to remove this printf from here. So let me cut that code and let me remove all these codes. Let me just keep only one function call. And here, let me use this function to just compute the sum and return the sum back to the caller. I'm not going to print that here. So I'm just computing the sum and then I'm returning that sum back to the caller. So when the program execution control comes over here, that is the value which is stored in the sum will be returned back to the caller and the control goes back to the caller. So here you are returning a data or value of integer type, right? So that's why the return data type has to be int now. So just mention int over here. Very simple, right? So after that, the value will be returned back to the caller, right? So that's why you have to catch that return value here, a value which is returned from the function. So for that, let me create a variable. Let's say int return value. Let me catch that here. Return value is equal to function add number. So when this function is called, a sum will be computed and sum will be returned, and that return value will be stored in this variable. And after that, let me print the return value here. Sum is equal to %d/n return value. We also have to change the prototype. It is now int, right? Let's try to compile and the build is fine, right? So you get the same output. So that's about returning a value. So here the value which is returned from this function is copied into the int variable of main function. So you can return int type, long int, char type, pointer type. So all those data types you can use as a return data type.